A lot of video game developers have been raising the stakes lately when it comes to cheaters and cheat makers, and now things have reached a new extreme as 3 cheat makers from Shanghai have been sentenced to jail time. According to popular Chinese finance website finance.sina, 3 people were arrested back in 2021 who were suspected of making and selling cheats. According to GameRant.com, the cheat creators have apparently sold over 40,000 access keys for their software and made an illegal income of approximately $300,000. The leader of the group was fined $50,000 and sentenced to 4 years in jail. The main accomplice also received a $50,000 fine and 3 years, 12 months in jail time. And the secondary accomplice was fined $10,000 with 1 year and 6 months jail time. According to some helpful Redditors who were able to further translate the story, the culprits were not just fined and sentenced jail time simply for making and distributing cheats, but for the way they went about it. Basically, they hacked into the Genshin Impact servers to collect crucial data to build a cheat plugin and then sold that plugin to 40,000 different people. It's not just about cheating, but illegally hacking into a corporate server and then redistributing that corporation's intellectual property for a profit. According to Superpixel, who also translated the story, the cheats seriously impacted the game's fairness, allowing props/items to be illegally obtained and undermining the experience of the game, causing significant economic losses for the developer. And there you have it again. You know, Genshin Impact is primarily a single player focused game, so it's not as much about fairness, right, as it is about causing financial loss for the game's developer. For example, if somehow a cheat maker allows players to generate infinite in-game currency and completely ignore the game's microtransactions, you can bet the developer, in this case Hoyoverse, is going to have an issue with that and most likely grounds to pursue legal action. Regardless of how you feel about microtransactions or gacha mechanics or pay-to-win microtransactions, there's still the law to consider here. And yeah, I guess there's like one way to stick it to the man is by using these cheat plugins to circumvent predatory monetization practices from game developers. But again, you do have to follow the law at the very least. And obviously companies like Hoyoverse have tons and tons of money to pay for very expensive lawyers to build up, a legal case for any instance where somebody is misusing their intellectual property. As Reddit user, not posting much, warned on the Genshin Impact subreddit, reminder to all players, if you treasure your game account, please do not use any cheats or mods to play Genshin. The Hoyo is very serious in giving permanent bans to game accounts and taking legal actions against the bigger criminals. And as we've been talking about, that is absolutely true. Hoyoverse has had serious issues with leaks before pretty much every major content drop or announcement for as long as I can remember. Earlier this year, they even fined one of their own testers $78,000 for leaking footage of the 2.5 build of Genshin Impact. Over here in the West, Bungie, the developers behind Destiny 2, also just settled a lawsuit with another cheat maker who will now be paying the video game company $13.5 million in damages. So cheaters and cheat makers, be warned, these video game companies are not messing around anymore, or I don't know if they ever were, but that would be a scary time. I mean, even for, makers of mods and things. Just, be safe out there, be careful out there, and that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to catch Roundup tomorrow, 9:30 a.m., and I'll catch the rest of you next week. Thanks for watching. For more video game news and updates, stay tuned right here to Inside Gaming.